Hey y'all, Taname came in and today I'm going to be reading episode 84 of Gegege no Kitarou, and I'm going to say, wowzers, Toei just keeps on surpassing each and every expectation I have for the series, and that's pretty dang hard because I expect a lot out of Gegege no Kitarou and they just keep on breaking them. It's like with season 1, Toei kept in line with my expectations, which I had high expectations for. I was like, alright, cool. And here and there was bumps in season 1, but in season 2, there have been 0 bumps at all. I've been loving this season. Definitely has been exceptional, and this episode is no exception to that because it was also exceptional. I don't know why I keep on using the word exceptional, but that's how I want to describe the series. The reason why this episode was great was because it introduced 2 characters, Shin-san and Paulo, and they were so memorable. With Chi-san, you have a yokai that wants to get enough money so that his village can take it easy, and I thought that was a wonderful and glorious goal. That was really sweet. So already, right off the bat, you get his goal, and then instantly when you get introduced, you can tell he's not in tune at the start with social norms because he's walking around with his red sausage, and thankfully they don't show it on the screen, but the other characters see it. And there's one point where he gets arrested by a cop, but then Mana helps him out because he notices that he helped this foreigner because this guy got pissed off because water fell on his shirt. And afterwards, he forms a friendship with Mana, and then he gets a job. But right after Mana gives him a cloth so they can cover his red sausage thing. That thing. And what I like afterwards is during this episode, you get introduced to another character called Paulo, and here when they converse, you get Paulo's goal, which is pretty much he wants to try to get money so that he can go to college and study, and that was really wonderful. And then as you get into the episode, you get characterization naturally. Aside from knowing that Paulo's the guy that's charitable because he wants to help people out, you get more of that nice personality when at the end, when Paulo thanks Mana for all he's done, he gives Mana a really nice present. I like that. And you get some characterization for Shin-san when he wants to protect Paulo, and he's about to, and he goes on a rampage against this boss in a labor company, and I really like that. It's shows you that he's willing to bust some bodies to help his friends, and I really love that. And I love how you get characterization for Paulo because aside from getting his goal, you see he's a sweet guy, and before he goes on his rampage, he tells Shin-san not to resort to violence so that nothing bad happens to Shin-san. And I like sequences like that too, because you get characterization that Paulo is a level-headed dude, he's nice, he's calm, and I like that. And it ends off in an episode where eventually Paulo gets knocked out because his body is not too strong, and he gets hit by the labor boss because currently Paulo and Shin-san are being taken advantage of because they're foreigners, and they can just and it's easy to take advantage of them. And then midways in, Shin-san goes on a rampage, but then he's stopped by Mana because Mana tells him some words and all of that, and I really love that word. She tells him not to resort to violence, and that was a really beautiful sequence. And then when he stops his rampage, I love that because you get some nice character development from Shin-san. And at the end, the company that was taking advantage of labor from foreigners, making them work extra hours, was shut down. And I freaking loved it because it felt satisfying. Because not every Gegege no Kitarou needs to have a villain to make it interesting. I like how in this episode, it wasn't a huge, powerful yokai villain causing havoc. It was instead a labor boss working for a labor company taking advantage of foreign workers from either other countries or just straight up yokai. And I like how at the end they were taken down, and that was really, really nice. It gave a satisfying feeling because you see how the characters introduced were working hard to just get money for the goals, and I liked that. And I felt that's why this episode was good. It was engaging, and it had multiple themes to go for it. Like, you had themes like you shouldn't really overwork your workers because, well, yes, having your workers do some overtime on occasions is nice. Having them work way beyond that is not okay. And I like how this episode had that message. That is not okay at all. So that's why I thought this episode was really, really prominent. And I also like how this episode also has a message of how people of different backgrounds can coexist and they can become friends. In the case of, say, Mana and Chainsaw, they became friends really, really quick and they hit it off pretty well, just as long as they're willing to talk to each other. And I like how even Daddy Ample emphasized that if people just talk to each other like Chainsaw and Mana, there wouldn't be any conflict. And then you see Kitarou smiling and grin on that. And I love that. It also had the message of if people just talk to each other and just trying to fight each other, the world will be a better place. And that's why I thought this episode had a strong message too. Because I feel like it didn't really spoon feed that message. I thought it was presented naturally through the conflict of the episode. And it was just Kitarou and Daddy Eyeball naturally commenting on the whole situation. And that's why I felt, from a script standpoint, it was amazing. And you had character development because at the end, Chainsaw did become more mature. And he's going to go look for another job in a happier situation. And on top of that, he becomes really good friends with Mana, and he mentions he's gonna visit her again. So I love that. And aside from that bit of character development, Paulo was pretty cool. I thought he was awesome, and it had some humorous moments too, like when Katchik didn't want to look at the thingamajigger of Chainsaw. I thought the jokes were pretty funny. I like those jokes. I mean, give everyone personal. Some people don't like those kind of jokes, but I do. It depends on the context. Here, it works. In other series, it might not work, but here it does. So I thought that was good. And it was actually nice. There was actually some subtle Kitarou character development because you actually do see him smile more. And I love it. And yeah. Oh, and then I liked the little bit of humor too when Daddy Eyeball was like, if you don't wear clothing, when he was talking to Chin-san at the start, if you don't wear clothing, then it's against the law. And then you see Daddy Eyeball saying that when it's pointing to his new bunny. I'm like, in live action, I was like, nah, you're the one to talk. So I like that too. A little humor like that makes the episode shine. And the animation art wasn't great, but you know what? In this instance, I don't mind because this set. Oh, and there was a few new soundtracks that sounded really beautiful, and I love the voice performances. And as for the episode itself, I'm gonna rate it a 10 out of 10 because I actually thought this episode was great, y'all. So anyways, everyone, these are my thoughts on Gegege no鬼太郎episode 84. These are the reasons why I like the episode. Comment down your thoughts on how you felt about the episode or my review in the comment section below. Rate, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later if you come back for more. Alright, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great and safe day. Alright, bye-bye.